Hello and welcome to another edition of Table Talk, where we talk about your questions.
What the fuck is a question?
It's a question on Twitter.
Oh! I was gonna say it's a question for tweens.
I don't know. I just wanted to scream it.
Yeah.
It was a very stupid point, but I feel like if you scream something, it becomes more valid.
No, I think that was a lightning fast bad response.
The Nancy Gracification of just arguments. Just, I'm gonna scream at you.
Yeah.
It's what do you go on Twitter and Facebook using the hashtag Table Talk. My name's Philip DeFranco.
I'm Steve Zaragoza.
I'm Matt Lieberman.
So before we get into the meat and potatoes of this episode, we have to talk about Full Sail University, who is actually a friend of ours. 5 people who currently work at DeFranco Inc. have died. No, they went to Full Sail University and graduated. And I guess at Full Sail, if you're interested in creating software development and mobile games and things like that, and video editing or things like that, they provide you with the a laptop like at a super discounted price and all the tools you need to edit things. So if you guys want to check out Full Sail stuff and see what they're all up to, you can go to fullsail.edu/SFNerd and you can get a little kickback from our friends.
Our kickback?
Right? Is
What's
there a
the
kickback?
kickback?
Is there a kickback?
No, there's no kickback.
You get more smarter.
You get more learn than other people get.
I'm not laughing at the
More learning, more dollars.
Do you want 10% more learn? Go to fullsail.edu/SFNerd.
Listen, if you want 10% more learn, head on down to Full Sail Emporium, where you can learn all about editing and what you may not.
This Thaddeus guy gets around.
Yeah.
He's a good advertiser.
What did
I just want to make a note. I'm not laughing because of the sponsor. I'm laughing because I thought it'd be hilarious if Steve did the sponsor spot instead of me, since he didn't know anything about it.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, okay, here's some bullet points.
It is actually great. I would say that 4 of the 5 people that went to Full Sail are good. I say that mainly because I want the one to just sweat it out.
There you go.
Yeah.
I don't actually know. That's just all of that was a complete lie.
Sure thing. Philip DeFranco.
Yeah. Rule 1, Phil lies.
Like the doctor?
Yeah, it's a Doctor
Okay,
Who
yeah.
reference.
That's
yeah.
good. All right, so yeah, if you want to check out some more info, go to fullsail.edu/SFNerd and you get yourself some infos on Full Sail.
You don't even know what's happening. I hate this because I know that of all like the 100,000 plus people that are watching, I'm the only person that's laughing right now. That's what it is.
Well, that's all we're here for, Phil,
Yeah.
to make you laugh.
We're here to make you laugh. We're your puppets.
Put your hand up my ass, Phil.
Put your hands up my ass, Phil. Phil, it's so lonely up there, Phil. They ain't been a hand up there in so long, Phil.
I got nothing. There's nothing I can come back to.
You could even move my eyes from there, Phil.
Yeah.
Good luck to the editors. Mr. J says, what nationwide traditions/holidays do you think we're better off without? Example, Groundhog Day, Daylight Savings, Valentine's, etc.
Yeah, Valentine's, man. I've got a big problem with Valentine's.
I have a big problem. Well, Valentine's is rough, right? Because you just, it's like the ass end of all these things that happen. I have a bunch of people that have like around Christmas birthdays, and then obviously have Thanksgiving, that all the other stuff that leads up to that. It's just, I don't know, it's a lot of stuff
I
with
think
people.
It just kind of, it adds way too much undue pressure on every relationship. Like, the period between Thanksgiving and Valentine's Day is also kind of considered breakup season because everyone breaks up between any big holidays and Valentine's Day because they don't want to have to spend that with someone that they hate or that at the very least they're not in love with. I don't know. Love should be random. Why do we need a day where everyone's doing stuff at the same time and you have to outdo somebody or you have expectations?
Yeah.
You know,
That's the key word, I think, is the outdo.
Yeah.
Right? And because I feel like most of the stuff you do for the person in your life on Valentine's Day, if they're into it, it's literally so that she can take a picture of whatever the hell you're doing and make all her friends jealous.
Or
that's it.
It's like at the workplace, the guy comes in with the giant bouquet and she's like, oh, who's that for? Oh, it's for me. And then like all the other girls are like, she's got someone that loves her, I guess. And I don't know.
I overcompensated on Valentine's with my ex. Her birthday was like 6 days before Valentine's Day, and rather than plan two things, which could have been very, very simple, right? I decided, no, I'll just connect them and I'll do 12 days of Valentine's. Whoa. Lots of small things that could be sent to the office so that all of the people who work there know, how loved she is. And then I like spent way too much money and like I built it up
that's
like way too much. I way overcompensated, went way over budget, and then I put unrealistic expectations on her reaction because I'm making all this effort. You should be the happiest person in the world, and she still found things to complain about.
Yeah, that's
and
bad.
it drove me crazy.
With the things that you got, or just in general?
Well, no, I mean okay, flowers and cupcakes and like a picture frame with us in it and tickets to Cavalli.
How long were you going out with this girl?
I mean, at that point, we'd been going out like 7 months, maybe.
Okay.
It was the first relationship where like I really saw a future and we like talked about marriage and like I had let go of my Christmas prejudice and like gone and been with her family at Christmas. I hate Christmas.
Wait, what?
He's a Jewish man, right?
Yeah, well, it's not because I'm Jewish, and I feel like people are gonna take it way out of context, but like when you're a Jewish kid, Christmas time, you never feel more alone than during Christmas time because it feels like everyone else on earth is participating in something that you can't participate in, and there's no escape.
Well,
And what's even worse is when they have Santa on the radio say, "Happy holidays, everyone," because he's not wishing me a happy holiday. I don't know you, bro. You don't bring me crap.
Yeah, but I think Santa, in saying happy holidays, is also blanketing in Hanukkah.
Right, it's like saying, oh, you're included, but we're not. You're just trying to make us feel like we're not rejects, but it makes me feel even more like a reject.
But I think the fact that Santa has an opinion on it at all, like at least Santa's not, happy holidays, except the Jews. Like, it doesn't say that.
Right.
Nazi.
He's
Nazi
Happy
Santa.
only Christmas and Ramadan, everyone. Kwanzaa and Hanukkah can suck it.
Yeah, exactly. Who even cares what happens on those days?
Every Jewish person I know growing up would always go over a friend's house though for Christmas.
Or like have exactly. Or like there's some like removed cousin that celebrates Christmas and they go to their house.
My family didn't want to confuse us, so we did not have any Christmas at all.
They didn't
growing
want
up.
to confuse you.
Well, that's like what they always say when like someone marries a non-Jewish person and then they have kids. Like my parents and like friends of theirs are always like, oh, they're gonna be so confused growing up. How are they gonna know what's right and what's wrong? How are they gonna know to stay in the Jewish faith? And I'm like, that's the paranoia that's causing our religion to die out.
So I want to get down to the bottom of this with you, Matt Lieberman, because I want to suggest something to you, and then I want to know what your thoughts on that are.
I
want to throw
right
an
now?
question at you.
I'm
and I'd
highly
like an
open
answer.
to everything
All
you
right.
have to say.
What if you just celebrated Christmas without the like religious stuff, and you were just like, December 25th, I'm gonna give someone a gift, and I'm gonna get a gift as well.
You mean like 70% of
Yeah.
Americans?
Yeah. Why don't you join in on the 70% of Americans and just do it?
I understand this principle. When I spent that one Christmas with my ex's family, it honestly made me even more upset because it was such a beautiful day and like everyone loved each other and there was just so much warmth in the room, and it reminded me of all the reasons why Hanukkah is just the worst holiday because it's impossible to sustain love and affection over 8 days. It's impossible to sustain it over like 3 days. By day 4, everyone's bored and cranky and they're pissed that they haven't gotten a better gift than they got. And like, I don't know. If I were to celebrate Christmas, I would make it my own thing where none of the Christmas traditions are involved and it's just something way better. Like on Christmas, my family, we go and we play laser tag and then we throw rocks into a river with like all the things we didn't like from that year written and tied around a rock. Like just completely 100% secular. I'd be down with that.
I'm down with
You
this
know what?
holiday.
I'm way behind it. I am with you, man. Because even all the traditional ideas of Christmas have been distorted in so many ways over time that like we could literally come up with anything and start celebrating it, and then
it would probably have more meaning.
Yeah. Have fun on Christmas, man. Forget about all that other stuff. Enjoy your family. Drew's scaring me.
Why?
Is it because he shaved his beard off?
Yes, yeah, that's exactly why.
Yeah.
But we got so far away from the question. Valentine's Day, BS, right?
Yeah.
We're on the same page?
Hate it.
All right.
What is happening?
I think I was just trying to get it back to the question.
Yeah.
I mean, Groundhog Day is a pretty stupid thing, too.
Yeah.
I mean,
What's
I'm
the
just.
point of Groundhog Day?
I don't know. I mean, I feel like we only celebrate it because the movie was pretty good.
Well, but like,
Otherwise, it would have just gone away 10 years ago. That's not true at all.
I want to know how it was first popularized, because I get it if like it was a local tradition in Vermont with Punxsutawney Phil the groundhog. How did it spread to like a nationwide
Why do we give a
deal?
shit about it in California?
Right, we don't have groundhogs here.
Is it because it's like
we have roaches?
Is it? I think it all goes back to farming, and this is just me talking out of my ass really quick because I know so many things go back to farming.
I'm so glad Drew's going to Wikipedia right now to see how wrong everything you're going to say.
But no, Drew
is.
nodded because I think he agrees with me.
Because it's about the 6 weeks of winter. It's
you're like, if I walk into this fire, I won't catch fire, right?
No,
He's like, no, not at all. You're gonna be
But no,
great.
it's like when you think about daylight savings time, which is also another piece of bullshit. And all that other stuff, and it's all because of farming and farmers.
Well, yeah, it's
Go,
they want to know.
Those fucking
They want to
farmers.
know: can I plant now, or do I have to wait 6 weeks?
Why do I care about that? I'm a nerd that never goes outside. Like I don't need to know about the farming things, and but now my whole day needs to be taken backwards an hour,
right?
And I need to wake up even earlier before the sun comes out because some farmer is worried about his avocados growing properly.
And it's the only holiday I think still remaining that is based on just a vague superstition that has no basis in religion or fact.
We could. Oh, okay. I was gonna say we could say other offensive things.
And other things that might offend
I said
people.
Not based on religion.
What do you got over there,
or
Drew?
fact.
It started off as Candlemas, which was very important to the Germans, and then they moved to Pennsylvania.
Candlemas!
And sometime in 1841, they decided to look at a groundhog, which was very much like the traditional marmot or sacred pagan bear.
Oh,
Would prognosticate
wait a second.
Which is also just pretty stupid, right?
I like to think like
sacred
weird.
bear.
I like to think weird shit like that stemmed from like they were gonna burn this guy at the stake because like the farms were like not, and he's like, no, look at the groundhog.
Bring forth the sacred bear. The bear shall decide if he lives or dies.
I love it. Like you could, I bet there were like, what are some of the fucked up religions or not religions? My bad. What are some of the fucked up traditions that that are just buried so deep because they were so fucked up? It's like you would light a child on fire, and if his eyes popped out, it meant more summer.
It meant more summer. Brings forth the sacred child.
Yeah,
the bear shall decide if his eyes pop out. or
Right,
not.
exactly.
See, everything about this is ridiculous, but it's also for some reason everything evil sounds right with that accent.
Right?
Everything.
I know. Sadly.
I hope
What is
that
it?
like the first
Is it German?
It's my vague German accent. I also use it for Switzerland and Sweden.
Oh, okay.
And Norway.
Well, I think it's because a lot of the evil characters in movies have the German accent, and I grew up
Which
watching
is
a lot of those.
unfair.
It is
I think.
unfair.
Yeah.
The Nazis gave all the Germans such a bad rap, and it's
Yeah.
not fair.
And we had so many good ones since.
Yeah, like
The chocolate guy.
Schwarzenegger.
I once heard.
Oh, he's the Polish.
Austrian.
Austrian.
He's
There you go.
Austrian.
You guys get it. Well, I heard someone reference that the reason that scat porn became so big in Germany was so that everyone would forget. It'd be like, isn't that the craziest thing that ever happened in Germany? Scat porn? It's like you would never like.
There's nothing else going on. We're just busy shitting in each other's mouths.
It's like when you open up
That's all that's ever happened here.
you open up a history book in Germany, and the whole section of the Nazis is just smeared with shit.
No, you open up the book on the history of Germany. It's like, what? This is just pictures of porn here. Nothing else happened. Dusseldorf was founded as a shit pile. Now it's a city. What? Crazy.
I love that idea, and I hope that's true. I have.
you got one.
I've got the
I've been
other
having
ticket.
a stroke this entire first question.
Yeah.
Lil Smush says with two Yo, I'm Lil Smush. I want Lil Smush to be the fucking Snuggle Soft Bear in the commercials.
But he's a rapper now. He's trying to be thug.
Yeah. What is or has been your secret hobby? Example, hiding the fact you liked anime because it's deemed uncool and weird.
Ooh.
I don't know if I have a secret hobby.
I'm really into health food, and I feel like people hate people who want to be healthy.
I was just thinking about this the other day, man.
Yeah.
And this is a very obvious thing that people talk about, probably, but I don't think it's talked about enough. I don't think enough young people hear it. It's too easy to eat bad food.
Yeah.
It's just too fucking easy.
And it's being made easier.
Yeah. I drive by a Wiener Schnitzel, and it's like $5 for 8 chili dogs.
That's insanity.
And I'm like, I've got $5, and I would love to eat 8 chili dogs right now. That sounds delicious.
Right, I could eat for a king for so little.
Yes, and it's like, but I'll die, and I'll get really fat, and they'll cut off my leg because of diabetes.
But that won't happen for a really long time, so enjoy this for right now.
But it's not fair. And then it's like, but kale is delicious. But kale has little bugs living in it, and if you want to eat it, you have to clean the fuck out of it and burn the bugs alive, basically.
Well, I mean, if you want organic produce, it means that there's no pesticides or anything. So, kale, the stems of kale are hollow. It's easy for bugs to crawl in. Also,
it's just tough, man.
It's a tough deal. It's a tough racket. You have to spend more money. You have to know what you're doing. There was a study that came out recently, or like a few months ago, that was like the McDonald's Dollar McDouble is the highest level of nutrition and calories you can get for the cheapest price in America.
Oh,
because it's like 320 calories for $1. But it's not really nutritious. What we have forgotten, or what we haven't been trained in as a society, is that our body doesn't want food. Like when we're hungry, it's not about, I need to fill my stomach with stuff so that this can stop. We're trying to get nutrition, we're trying to get vitamins. And the fact is, the more raw fruits and vegetables you eat, the better off you will be, because your body just wants nutrients to function. And when we cook vegetables, we cook out a lot of that nutrition.
Yeah.
So then you're left with vitamin deficiency, and you start taking your multivitamins, but that's not helping you as well. Your body's not able to absorb it as easily as it would from food.
Right, I think the biggest proof of that is after you eat a Big Mac or a Whopper or something, you most definitely feel like shit an hour later.
The itis.
Because it's the grossest. No, Drew doesn't feel like shit. He feels great.
Yeah. No, you got that
but
itis.
You totally do. You get the itis. And Chipotle, all of them are just as bad. You just feel like, I feel like shit, I just want to sleep now.
Right.
And then your body isn't doing things that it should be doing to work for those nutrients. And it's just a vicious cycle.
Right.
And we're all just dying because we're eating this cheap ass, delicious, horrible food.
Yeah, and the worst thing is the recommended 2,000 calorie diet, which everyone follows. I thought for years, and I lived like exclusively on pizza and cheesesteaks.
Same here.
When I lived in Boston, that's all I ate. And the fact is, I just assumed like, okay, I'm under 2,000 calories, or I'm probably right around it if I eat like half a pizza and a cheesesteak. I'll be fine, you know? But not everyone needs 2,000 calories. That's honestly too much. Your body, as long as you're getting proper nutrition, your body probably only needs like 1,400 to 1,600 calories.
Unless you're Lou Ferrigno.
In which case maybe you need like 3,000 to maintain the level of muscle mass. But if everyone thinks that they need that much, no wonder we're all overweight, because we're all eating too much collectively as a society.
You're right, there's too many general, this is a general amount of calories we need. This is a general, way to not be an alcoholic. This is a general way to this. There's just, it's impossible to generalize the caloric intake of food, because we all have different biology and we're all different people. So it's insane. It's a racket. The government's just trying to murder us all.
The government?
Yeah, it's population control, because McDonald's open up in new places all over the place.
I mean, I think you could bring in the government if it was something regarding like how much corn syrup and shit like that is in our food, right?
Well, that's a huge part of it.
Yeah.
You know, the way that food is processed and produced has changed more in the last 50 years than it changed in the last 10,000 years. Like as soon as we started, bringing things through factories, factory farming, one of the best ways that we could reduce greenhouse gases and help save the planet is, and everyone's gonna hate me for this, if we all stopped eating meat, because the carbon footprint of all of these factory farms that are processing all of the meat and all of the animal products that we consume actually make up a very significant portion of our greenhouse gas emissions.
So where do we get those nutrients if we don't eat meat?
If you don't eat meat, there are a lot of whole plant proteins. I mean, you can go with soy, you can go
Isn't
with
it only
with
B12 that you're kind of
almonds.
missing out on?
Not only B12, vitamin K, B6. I don't know. I'm not a huge
Also, do you not eat meat?
expert. I do eat meat. I want to go vegan, but I just can't do it.
Yeah, man.
I just can't do it. Like I'm just getting to the point where cutting out beef and pork is doable.
Yeah.
And not even every day. But like, I don't know. I went vegan for a week as a bet with a friend because neither of us thought we could handle it. And just like having to eat the soy-based meat substitutes every day got me over the fear of doing it, because I was always like, why would I spend money on a meal where I wasn't getting any meat?
Okay, so that I can do. I've done the faux meats, and I even like faux turkey, like tofurkey, better than real turkey. Crucify me online, people, I dare you.
I can't get behind that.
But here's the thing.
Yeah.
Once you get to cheese, all bets are off. There is no substitute for cheese that tastes as good as real cheese. And that's the reason why I can't be a vegan. Because fake cheese
Could you
tastes
be a
like
vegetarian?
shit. Yes, I probably could be a vegetarian.
I think that's honestly, if we could all be vegetarian, even if we were still doing the cheese and the milk and all that, you know, like it would not only cut down on our carbon footprint, but I think we would all lose a bunch of weight, because the fats that you're getting from these plant proteins, from peanuts, from soy, they're good fats that you actually need in your diet. Like the key isn't cutting out fat entirely. It's where you're getting your fat. Get it from avocado, get it from peanuts, get it from soybeans, period. And almonds.
I don't know. I just eat because it makes me feel happy.
There he is.
There he is.
Look at that face. Look at this
Okay,
face.
you want me to get you a bogo?
A burger?
You want a bogo?
Man, I don't know.
Bogo?
Like a good steak. I don't know. I have to at least have one. I have to have like a steak once a month.
But maybe I haven't
That's a
had a
charmed
good
life.
steak.
A charmed life.
Yeah, I haven't. I mean, a good steak.
Yeah, that's
I've
true.
had
So
a
you can get
good
a lot of
steak
shitty
maybe
steak.
twice in the last year. Like,
I don't think I've ever had a good steak. Like anytime I eat like a steak, I think I went to this place called Lowry's, which is like a famous steak place.
famous steakhouse, prime rib.
Yeah, so I tried the steak there, and I was like, wow, this is amazing. And then I felt like I ate an entire community of cows.
How many? Well, how big was it?
I don't know, like a 8-pound or something, or 5.
No, you'd be like
8
ounce.
ounce?
8 ounce. There you go. There
Okay,
you go.
I was like, what?
25-pound steak. Yeah, 8 ounce. 8 ounce.
You mean so you ate a baby calf?
Yeah, I ate a baby, and I felt so full. I don't know
I
why.
understand. Just this small calf, I shoved it forcibly down my
Yeah.
throat hole.
Full friend all.
Yeah.
It was. It was
So-
urinating as I was eating.
Yeah. So I was like, can we wrap this up as a burrito? That'd be easier.
What kind of? Well, okay. Also, see now we're talking about steak, and I get excited. What kind of steak do you get, and how do you get it cooked?
I do medium well. I don't like to do. Yeah, I don't.
So how do you get?
Wow.
Oh,
you,
yeah.
What do you guys in the bloody rare? or what?
Ribeye, bone in if possible. Cook it, pan skillet in a mixture of butter and oil, medium rare. And the key with the key with salting meat, I'll tell you this right now. This is a secret. If you're salting a steak, you want to salt it within 10 minutes of it hitting the grill or the griddle, or you want to salt it and wait 40 minutes, because the meat is absorbing the sodium and it's causing the bonds between the proteins and the fats. I know a lot about food.
Wait a minute. When are you having a barbecue so that we can
Dude,
come over to
my
your place?
sliders will change your life.
I want in on your sliders.
Yeah, man.
I want to get Jerry O'Connell on those sliders. Wow, I can't even.
Oh wow, it took me
I don't
about
know.
5 seconds. I was like, what?
I'm so
Oh,
pleased.
man, I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm
no,
so tired
That's
of
the
it.
but that's the thing is like cutting out beef and cutting out pork. Like pork I didn't have for many years, but cutting out beef, like that's my favorite thing to cook is beef. Like I love making steak. I love making burgers. I love making like stuffed burgers and experimental burgers. Like my stuffed pizza burger is incredible.
What are you saying?
Hey man, stuff it with fresh mozz and grape tomatoes or cherry tomatoes, and then marinate it in Italian seasonings.
You
and
lost me
tomato
at
sauce.
tomatoes, Phil. Really quick.
Yeah.
If someone said you would live 10 extra years of your life if you cut out steak completely right now.
Years now or years like
Years
at the ass
later,
end?
at the end of your
the
life.
ass end of my life? No. You kidding me? Also, when am I dying? That's the question. If I'm dying at like 50, yes. I do it with no
Okay,
problem. If
okay.
I'm dying at like 80 anyway, I don't want to be 90.
So let's say 70. You can live to 70.
or I would
Guaranteed.
be 60. I want to like Google 60
I know,
year
right?
old male,
Yeah.
which is I'm gonna get some weird shit.
Well,
but
okay, let me ask you this. How old are you now?
28.
You're 28, just had your first kid. Imagine that your son will have his first child around age 28. You'll be 56 years old. Would you like to live to see your grandson's 24th birthday?
I don't know. You know, I'm with you on the I don't know.
Here's the deal.
I'm with Phil on
Here's
I
the
don't know.
deal. You can only, he can get some good shit.
I
out
hope that your grandson sees this and
I
is
hope
like,
so.
You know what? I'm totally on board with the I don't know. Because, dude, the thing they also don't talk about and tell kids is that being old looks like it really fucking sucks.
It does.
My grandpa is suffering daily.
Oh, why
and
are we
it's like,
laughing?
and I hate it. No, it's funny because you have to laugh. But it's like, I don't want to be that old and dying. I don't want to tell a young boy in my family, you don't want to live to be this age. I can't piss on my own and I'm shitting right now while I'm talking to you. Like, I don't want to live that.
I don't know. I feel like you can be an incredibly zen old person and be like, hey man, this is great. I don't have to piss on my own, and when I shit, I make someone wipe it
Yeah.
out. My son was a little asshole when he was growing up, and now he has to wipe my shit.
Here's this is gonna be one of the more elitist things I ever say. If you have Japanese wagyu, like a Japanese fillet, it is one of the best fucking things in the world.
Yeah.
Where can you get that?
You can get it at Cut. You can get it at, what's that place that old guys take their like 18-year-old?
A butcher shop?
Discovery Zone?
There's Mortenson's.
Oh,
Morton's.
Morton's.
Steakhouse,
They're
Roots
pretty
Chris.
decent,
Yeah.
but they're like wagyus here and there. I don't go there all the time, but if I want like an amazing steak, it's like
when
one
you
of the
hear-
best meals I've ever
What
had.
makes it so good?
It's it's a high quality Japanese, like the cows are just raised really well. Like when you hear Kobe beef, Kobe beef is when they take one of these Wagyu quality cows and then they force feed it, I think, beer. And it's somehow,
here's the deal.
And it's
They
like
don't
really barbaric.
Force feed it beer. They
wanna drink the beer.
They play poker, and when you lose, they give it a little sake, and then they massage it daily.
That's good.
It's not
That's
how
good.
it happens.
They send you a picture. It's like a cow with a smile.
brutality. It's
wait a
animal
minute.
cruelty.
Is it like those things where you pay a little money and you get the photo of the little boy you're helping live like in another part of the world?
Oh, okay. You're talking
There's
about
like-
Save the Children
But
for a
it's
second. I'm like, what are you talking
wait,
about?
but it's
There's
like
a whole
Pay that
book. There's a
money,
whole
you get
book.
that photo of a little boy, and you take care of him.
Every time you
False feed him beer, and he'll be extra
And
tasty.
you play poker and give him shots.
Every time you buy a steak, they give you a little picture book. It's like the beginning of its life.
Bullshit. Wait.
Yeah. No. If you try to buy Kobe beef in America, you're not getting Kobe, you're getting Wagyu, because Kobe cannot be found outside of Japan because it is considered animal cruelty to force feed beer to cows.
Wow, look at that.
Yeah. All right.
There it is.
Next topic.
No, I think we're done. Are we done?
What?
We're
Oh.
way done.
I saw a picture. I had never known what foie gras was, and that bothered me.
Foie gras is amazing.
Wait, why did I hear someone talking
Okay,
about this
really?
recently?
Wait. I get shit for the cow stuff, but you force feeding geese?
Oh, you were telling me about foie gras.
Foie gras.
Force feeding
Foie
geese,
gras.
right? That's what
Yeah,
it is.
okay.
So you can take out its like
It's
fatty
barbaric.
liver.
It's barbaric, but foie gras is fatty goose liver, and you force feed the geese fatty things
Wait
to
a
make
minute.
it even more
Picture? Have you
flavorful.
fucking
Guys,
seen
my
a picture
favorite
of this?
vaudeville comedian is Fatty Goose Liver. He's the best. He's
That's
so good
awesome.
when he does the hat routine. All right, we gotta stop. All right.
Oh my god! I just really fast. I like to thank the people at Full Sail for sponsoring the episode where we mainly just talked about torturing animals.
Yeah.
And also why everyone's fat.
Yep.
Thanks
Yeah.
for watching. My name's Philip DeFranco.
I'm Steve Zaragoza.
I'm Matt Lieberman.
Hashtag humanity is shit.